Hello there, this is Cookies. I've got turn 83 of LA Erythea. So let's go ahead and jump through some events. So we did indeed get hit by a Flames from the Sky. It killed 91 units. We did do some mind hunting. We killed Inu. Climbing got feeble-minded, but immediately healed because of the province she's in. Then Demetrius, yes, Flames from the Sky, killed 38 units. However, and I just noticed this in my current turn, which I think is turn 86, since it rolled last night. And Demetrius died from that. So I guess he got blood vengeanced. Maybe that tart was wearing a shroud and he failed the MR check and died. So I've lost my Staff of Elemental Mastery, and I've lost my 2 fire boosters, and I didn't have extras. So I've managed to lose my access to Fire 4+ magic, and my access to some of the other higher elemental paths. At least in terms of like ease of crafting. So that was kind of a minor disaster. And then we're teleporting this guy into the deep Black Sea. So yeah, you can see climbing's fine. So we're going to go ahead and kick off a new band of mind hunts. And I thought I had 3 mind hunts last turn. So maybe one of those idiots died too. Because I thought yeah, I did 3. Sukinen? No, he's still there. I'm just blind. Wait. Climbing. Oh, Pelagius did it. Okay, so my pretender, he's up here. Alright, so no one died from that. Alright, and then we do have some fights this turn. So we've got Alman between Satis and Arco, where we've got the Golem and a pretty interesting tart with a shroud on it. Film of High Power, pretty cool. I should have been a little bit better about trying to forge some of the books when I got there. Although they might have been gone already. And he does manage to still slay Arco's Lich there. And let's just double check if it was the Wind of Death Lich. It was. Alright, so that sucks. And then Satis moves in on Gorillin. Alright, so this is the money fight. If we lose this, he basically gets to waltz into our throne, the Throne of Death. More death gems for Satis. That'd be very exciting. And you can see our whole army here. Some of them are hurt from the Flames from the Sky, but other than that, I mean, we've got a lot of mages. So I'm going to go ahead and play it, and then I'll commentate it on a rerun. Alrighty. So, if anything, we've taken one battle off of Sites. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. So we found all sorts of things. We did kill 4 Sauromancers, one of which was stolen. Not that guy. I think as a unit. Yep, so we have our very own Sauromancer. We lost, or we had 42 Deducos get killed. I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's see, we had 55 mages become soulless. So out of this, it looks like 232. The liches will be back. So maybe 74. So maybe 20 mages actually died. But a lot of them just became soulless mages. So our mage attrition wasn't nearly as bad as it looks from this. We just spent tons and tons of gems. Then we lost a decent number of troops, but we gained some tomb worms. So now we have some. And some of our troops became soulless as well. But yeah, so we took a certain amount of attrition, but we took it, minus all the gems we spent, we took it reasonably efficiently. So we killed over 400 tomb worms. And let's go ahead and take a look at the remains of that army. So most of these guys are going back. And you can see it's mostly Mystics and Deducos that are going back. I don't think we lost any majorly important mages. So like Fairy Queens, stuff like that. And we're going to go ahead and put up a Forest Dome here. So these mages are upkeep free now. I don't view them as necessarily the best combat mages, so they're going to go stay on the throne. I'm going to keep recruiting more mages and sending those to the front line. Additionally, we're going to move an army back out to Gilgad. But maybe what and that's mostly to go get these guys, but maybe what I should have done was move out into Phrygia. Maybe that would have been a better move, just be a little bit more aggressive. And there might still be a lab there that we could use. So, but the army that we're sending out is a little less, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles like in the last fight. So we do have Relief, Mass Regen, Serpent's Blessing, Hell. We've got Life After Death, Anti-Magic and Doom, Army of Lead, Weapons of Sharpness, Rush of Strength, Damage Reversal, Reinvigoration for the Communion. And Fog Warriors. And we're going to give Solar Brilliance a try again. So that's what we've got scripted for that. So outside of Guerrillion, there were a few other battles this turn. So Patala attacked Arco in Elidor. So we got some Bandar. Nifty. And we go ahead and attack Sitis in Phrygia. And these snakes just run away, but my guy also runs away. So if I had scripted them just to like attack, maybe some of these tomb worms would have been lost in the retreat. Oh, sorry, my AC just kicked on, so let me close the door. Okay, and I'm back. All right. So, yeah, and then next up in the Caves of Mira, we have some battles. Sitis raiding Arcos. We have 1 PD. In Erytheia, We have a Tart SC going against 1 PD. In Tyrannia, we have a really big army. Alright. Against what looks like all the Azure mages that made me suffer earlier in the game. But we do also have Rigor Mortis. So it's... This army doesn't really have a chance, but maybe they can cause some attrition. Right, yeah, the Azure mages are gone. And then, so that was Tyrannia. They managed to kill 8 Tomb Worms. In Marignan, Cetus attacks. And again, a little mage ball. Had a chance to kill some important mages there. Oh! Alright, this is actually going to be cool. Alright, so in terms of Cetus, Blood 3, Death 3, we have this white mage. Probably for just all the same things we've been saying. Darkness, Rigor Mortis, stuff like that. And then on Arco's side, we have this really cool Tartarian. Oh, it's his Pretender. So live action Little Mermaid is now a big Tartarian. Death 7, Nature 5. Bunch of death and bunch of nature gems. We additionally have a Morning Siren, which looks like a hero. I'm going to read this really quick if you don't mind. Strange gift from an exotic city he conquered. From the Fountain of Life. Oh, that's a cool story. The lore in this game is so cool. It's just hard to find. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and see what Arco's Pretender can do. So yeah, we have Rigor Mortis, Howl, and Darkness. Notably nothing to get the Tomb Worms through the gate. Some gifts from heaven. A bunch of fire elementals. I think that was... Yeah, so that was Death Mastery. Stole some of the Tomb Worms. They do have pretty good Amara now. Or it does have enough for one more cast, though. There we go again. Just not much stolen though. But he might be causing enough attrition here with the fire elementals that he might actually get the commanders. Although there's a... oh no, there's a few up here. Some of the snakes are running. Looks like we did have Winds of Death as well. How old can these snakes get? Oh, but they have unaging. So even Winds of Death doesn't do as much. Around 47. Speed this up a little bit. This is trying to win the gate. Getting close. Whew. I think those wither bones are going to do it though. Who's doing that? Is it you? Yeah, you have 20% regen. You can... tough enough chassis too to probably survive wither bones. Yeah, you can see it right here. Really big cast. Oh, Arco's gonna win this, it looks like. Just enough chaff to come in and help finish the job. There we go. So... which one? Was that this one? No, Marignan. So 253 tomb worms are killed. Sitos loses an Empoisoner, a Cookthead, 8 Sages, and a White Mage. Alright. Arco loses his Morning Siren, 20 Mystics, 15 Orphic Mystics, 7 Panagaeus, but his Pretender carries the day. And let's see, so the Pretender's the only one left. Oh no. Alright. But does manage to kill Stack from Sitis. Let's see. There is no king. I'm getting unrest, so I need to fix that. And alright. So in terms of additional stuff we're doing, we're going to go ahead and raid these caves with some hoplites and an air elemental. We're going to see what we can get down here with a similar Wraithlord raid. I think we're just reinforcing this, so it's just becoming a slowly a little bit bigger commitment. Maybe it can beat 60 tomb worms. Continuing to move more stuff in. We're moving the army in. I still don't think we've cast a dome here. We should probably do so. We are doing Cloud Trapeze. We're getting an Ancient Casket. Casting Teleport. We've got some Mind Hunts going off. Making a Rune Smasher. And let's see, Southern Hospitality is making an Amulet of Anti-Magic. I don't think I've realized yet that I've lost all my fire boosters. Alright. And let's see, yeah, we're moving that army back out there. So I think that's everything for this turn. Some couple of really big battles, some some really cool stuff. Oh, I think I said I would show this one again. So let me go ahead and jump back into this one. Now I'll just kind of show off a lot of the buffs that I'm doing. Which I think we had gone through the script, but alright, so at this point, we have a Communion Master. We have a magic boost of 5 from 53 Communion Slaves. We almost... the Flames from the Sky might have prevented a magic boost of 6, just by killing the slaves in that province to the right. And in terms of the slaves, let me go find one. Should be able to find one somewhere. Here we go. Alright, so we've got them with 20 protection, Army of Lead, Temper Flesh, Liquid Body as well, Mass Regen, Thunderfend, and Elemental Fortitude. Fire 15, I think, is protection from fire and Fire Fend. Cold 15, I think, is protection from cold and Frost Fend. We've got Serpent's Blessing, Will of the Fates. I'm not sure if we did Will of the Fates. Let me see. Are these guys lucky? No, not Will of the Fates. It was just luck. We've got Twist Fate, Fire Shield, Astral Shield, Fog Warriors, Arrow Fend, Relief, and let's see, Reinvig 4. Summon Earth Power. Yeah. And then, yeah, so I think that's the full suite of buffs that we're going on the slaves. The masters would have less than that, unless they cast it. So, yeah, just kind of going through this a little bit. Light of the Northern Star, and the Mortis, Relief, Storm. One of the things I did realize from this battle was that when I was doing the redundancy casting that I like to do, it doesn't work as well against Blood Vengeance, because they, instead of casting that spell, they'll cast some big attack spell and nuke themselves, and then they don't even finish the rest of their script. So I think one of the things that I'm going to try to do is, if there's redundancy, it's probably going to be in the last like scripting slot that they have, so that if they decide to nuke themselves, they've at least cast their other buffs. And then I think I had an issue where a lot of these guys only had Fire Resist 5, but they had Phoenix Pyre. And so they would blow up, and then they would blow up their friend, and then they would blow up another friend. Whereas, and I think it would even damage the slaves, because they only have Fire Resist 15 most of the time. And I think the Phoenix Pyre does 20 or 25 AP. So I think a lot of my mages are just killing each other. And it's not necessarily the Communion burning out either. The Communion was doing pretty well on fatigue because of all the reinvigoration that I was doing. So for instance, now it's only 67 fatigue. I think my sound settings are a little messed up too. That might be pretty loud. No. What's a sound? I think that's okay. Try a 5. But yeah, so an enormously expensive battle. Still lost a lot of stuff, but managed to kill a big Sita stack. And so I think we'll get a little bit of time to try and recover. And we might actually be stronger for this fight because now we'll have a bunch of soulless mages here. And if we can get 2 or 3 turns to pour newly recruited mages, because we have a big opening in our upkeep again because of that, I think we can flood some new mages in and just have even more mages for the defense, is what I'm thinking. However, I will say Arco is falling pretty rapidly in the Raga region and in the Kalem region. What this is going to mean is Satis is going to very quickly is going to have the option to attack me in my rear, where before I could kind of defend these 2 spots because it was a narrow front, so all the numbers from Satis didn't mean as much. It was a narrow front, but with the Raga region, he can go attack my core land, and with the Kalem region, he can strike into the Joman lands. And if he does that, then I think I just die. So, so unfortunately, Arco's just getting hit a lot harder than I am, and he's not able to hold back both Ulm and Satis, given the amount of stuff that's ramming into him. 400 snakes, 200, 100, 200, 200. Yeah, just so many snakes, plus Ulm. So I think Arco falling is going to mean that I'm going to end up falling. So that puts this Iron Throne and this Throne of Death in danger. And Arco does have 2 thrones. So, let's see. So yeah, Arco has 2 thrones. So, assuming they split those thrones, because, let's see, so we have this one, and I don't know what other throne Arco owns. Oh, this one. So assuming Satis gets this one, maybe Ulm gets this. But if, while they're doing that, Satis kills my 2 armies and takes these 2 thrones, then Satis wins. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully I can hold on. We'll see what Ulm has planned. And I will see you in turn 84. But yeah, this one was a cool one. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.